What's up, you guys? Matt with Matt Builds here. So I didn't intend to make this video, but here we are. So I went to get on my zero turn to cut some grass and wouldn't crank, wouldn't turn over, wouldn't do anything. So I'm going to show you guys what I did to at least get this thing to cut now. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, go subscribe, because I'm going to go through this thing and completely bypass this actuator that I took out, and I'm going to show how I rewired everything so that all of the safeties still work. Right now I needed to get my grass cut, so I just turned around and undid this thing and just jumped it and bypassed it. But I also wanted to see what all safeties it would bypass while I was actually using it and that sort of thing. So this is my Toro Timecutter. It is a 60-inch. It also has this smart speed system. My wife likes this, so I can actually slow it down. So what this does is, if you have someone that's not really comfortable driving a zero turn, you can actually move this lever to the top and it will basically keep the engine speed running the same speed, keep your blade speeds running at the same speed, but it slows down your hydraulics. So someone learning to drive a zero turn, it makes them feel much safer because it's not as fast and it's not as responsive as it is when it's down here in the rabbit mode. But I'm going to cut to underneath the seat and show you guys what I did to get this thing running. Oh, while I talked about this, I wanted to see if this was bypassed electronically or if it was just hydraulics. And it's just hydraulics. So this still works, and I don't have to worry about bypassing or, we're hooking that back up. What I'm going to have to hook back up is all the safeties. But stay tuned. I'm going to go underneath the seat and show you what I did. All right, you guys, I'm back with you here. So this is the demon that was removed, causing all of my issues. So this is actually bolted right down here in this hole, right down there. So the way this works is basically all of your safety switches, everything is wired through here, and these little levers, there's one on each side, they actually connect to two levers down there underneath the mower. Right now I have them kind of tied up. Those act as your parking brake levers, so they'll actually lock both tires, and they work whenever you put your controls out on each side. It actually engages the parking brake and keeps the mower from rolling. So right now I have no parking brake, but my property is pretty flat, so I'm not too terribly worried about that right now, but I am going to fix that and I'll show you guys. But for right now, we're just going to show what we did. So this is the plug that plugs into it. Now, I watched some YouTube videos, and it seems that all the wiring, like the color codes, are a little bit different. So you will have to kind of test some of these and see what's what. But so the black wire right here is a ground wire. You're going to want to jump that black wire to this green wire right here. The green wire goes to the negative side of your starter relay. So you're going to want to jump that ground wire over. That will allow your engine to start. That is the part that bypasses all of your safeties. However, on mine, I have a fuel shutoff. That yellow wire right there. So this yellow wire is for the fuel shutoff. That needs power. So one of the other videos I was watching, I think the guy used the white wire. It was coming from an ignition. However, my ignition doesn't have a white wire. So this blue wire right here is an ignition hot, and that's what you need. You need an ignition hot to give the fuel, or to turn the fuel shutoff on and off. So whenever you flip the switch, you're going to need to take your meter and check your voltage. And it's easier if you just kind of look at your wiring harness going to your ignition switch up there, and then whichever wire colors are going to that, you can kind of come down here and check and see which one's which. So the blue wire is the one that I needed. No, I'm sorry, pink wire. I lied. the pink wire. That's the one that I needed. And the pink wire is coming up. There it is right there. The pink wire is coming up there. So what I did is I made a jumper wire to go from the pink wire to the yellow wire. I didn't lie about that one. That one was truthful. So I went from the pink wire to the yellow wire. So I just made a jumper wire, jumped it across the top on the pink wire to the yellow wire and the black wire to the green wire. That is temporary. I am not telling you to bypass your switches because it can be very dangerous. This thing right here now, I mean, you have no safeties, no seat safety. I mean, this thing, if you was to fall off, it can run you slap over. So please, if you do this, be very careful. But this gets you by. This thing right here is like $120. This is the second one that has went bad on me. I guess Toro wanted to make sure that they were going to continue to get paid because Toro is the only one that has this part, or it is a Toro part. There are no substitutes that I have found. If you have found some, please let me know in the comments. But they're like $109, $110 online plus shipping. Locally, they're like $130, $140 just for this. And I think one of the issues is that right down inside there, dirt and dust and things like that, grass gets packed down inside there, and then it holds moisture. I think honestly that's a lot of the issue with that, and there isn't really no drain down here. They have drains inside there where all the gears are, but nothing down inside there to kind of let it get out. I'm not buying another one. So this right here will get you guys going. Again, you're going to need to jump off that fuel shutoff, and you're going to need to jump off that ground so your starter relay will have a ground. Aside from that, everything else has been bypassed. If you want to know how to completely get rid of this thing, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I will be doing another video. I just kind of left everything like it was because I needed to cut the grass really quick. But I'm going to actually go through and rewire all of my solenoids, or all my safety solenoid switches and that sort of thing, and everything will work as it should. I am looking at some electronic solenoids for the park and brake, so I will be either doing an automatic park and brake solenoid again, and I'm trying to find one that's, you know, $20 or $30 on Amazon, something that's fairly cheap that, you know, you're not going to have to break the bank if it does go bad. But stay tuned. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. If you're seeing this somewhere other than YouTube, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm always doing things like this, and if I can help you guys out, I'll gladly do it. Okay, one other thing I thought about, I did want to show on this video. I kind of mentioned it briefly a minute ago, but so these are the two levers for the park and brake. Each one of them runs back to your drive axles in the back. And the way that actuator works is, so when you put your arms out, it actually pushes those levers towards the rear of the mower and puts the parking brake on, so when you get off and that sort of thing, you don't have to worry about it rolling on a hill. I am going to redo this, and I spoke about this earlier in the video, but I wanted to show kind of what I did. So I zip tied them up because when you pull them towards the front of the mower, it disengages the brakes. And the reason I did that is because you can see right down here, so this arm and this arm are the two arms that work the parking brake, and the belt that's down there is the drive belt for the blades, and I didn't want those arms laying on those belts or risk them laying on those belts and burning up a belt or anything like that. That's the reason I wanted them up out of the way. I was going to pull them off, and I decided not to because I am going to redo the brakes. I don't know if I'm going to go manual or automatic. I'm trying to go automatic so I can wire everything in. But yeah, so that's the way those work, and that's the reason I have them zip tied up here in the front, just to keep them up off those belts and to keep them from engaging the brakes while I'm riding. Now they are spring loaded. Let's see if I can get down there to show you. You can see that spring right down there. So you can actually see it running back. So the spring down there actually kind of keeps it forward, but I still just wanted to make sure trusty zip ties did the job. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel again. If you're seeing this somewhere else other than my YouTube channel, go subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned, because if you have one of these solenoids that keeps going out, these actuators that keeps going out, you're gonna want to watch this next video that's going to be coming up about this, and it should save everyone a lot of money. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you're not seeing this on YouTube, you're seeing it somewhere else, go to my YouTube and subscribe, and stay tuned for this next upcoming one. Have a good day.